Matthew 27 verse 1. All the chief priests and the elders of the people conferred together against Jesus to put him to death.
Verse 3. Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. This was prophesied by Jeremiah and Zechariah the prophets. Jeremiah lived more than 600 years before Jesus was betrayed by Judas.
Pilate interrogates Jesus. Pilate admitted that Jesus was a just person, but killed him anyway.
Pilate hopes that the mob will release Jesus, but they release a criminal instead, and satanically demand that the innocent Messiah Jesus be crucified.
Psalm 22. The dogs have circled me. The demons and evil servants of Satan dance around me. The jeering rabble. The hordes of invisible powers and principalities. They stare at me. Roaring and ravening lions and wicked spirits of darkness open their mouths wide against me. The agony of the crucifixion of Messiah was prophesied by King David 1,000 years before the birth of Jesus the Savior of the world. Psalm 22. I am poured out like water. All my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted away within me. My tongue cleaves to my jaws. They pierce my hands and my feet.
Golgotha.
The Lord laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, a sheep that is mute.
Golgotha.
He had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He has put him to grief. His soul was an offering for sin. He shall justify many.
Golgotha.
Matthew 27:54. The centurion, and those who were with him keeping guard over Jesus, when they saw the earthquake and the things that were happening, became very frightened and said, "Truly this was the Son of God."
God received glory from the Roman centurion.
Surely this was the Son of God.
When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea, named Joseph, who himself had also become a disciple of Jesus. This man went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be given to him. And Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth, and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had hewn out in the rock. And he rolled a large stone against the entrance of the tomb and went away.
Henry Morris Study Bible Note. Joseph was a member of the council, which had condemned Jesus, though he did not consent to this. Luke 23:51. He had been a disciple of Jesus for some time, but secretly. This does not suggest cowardice, however, but strategy. In fact, the Greek word for secretly is krypto, from which we get our word cryptic. It actually means under cover, or in hiding. It may well suggest that Joseph was hiding in the tomb he had built, watching the crucifixion, so that he would know exactly when Jesus died and could go immediately to Pilate, who was surprised to learn he was already dead.
A Henry Morris Study Bible Note. Joseph as a counselor was a member of the Sanhedrin, the group that had condemned Jesus. The fact that he had not consented to this deed, with the others had, no doubt, alienated him from his colleagues. And this would be seriously aggravated by his provision of a proper burial for Jesus' body. Furthermore, he had apparently purchased the plot of land for just this purpose, and then had hewn out in the rock a new tomb, wherein none before had been buried. Nicodemus, his colleague on the council, had participated with him in all these plans, which must have occupied at least many weeks before the crucifixion. Evidently Joseph had prepared the tomb very near to Mount Calvary, in order to have quick access to the body and get it buried according to prophecy.
The rulers and the Pharisees have a meeting. They foolishly think that they can keep Jesus locked in his tomb.
Make sure the stone is angel-proof.
Execute anyone who claims he resurrected.
Give the soldiers dope pills and order them to fight Jesus if he tries to get out.
The demons also have a meeting and resolve not to go near the resurrection. They fear and tremble and squeak like wounded frogs.